Hi, welcome to this channel. Today we are talking about some relationship mistakes to avoid. To err is human, to forgive is divine. We all make mistakes in relationships, but the key is to be aware of them and notice how each of you responds. If you forgive and learn, never leave each other. A successful relationship requires time, effort, and trust from both partners. But a relationship can deteriorate over a period of time for various reasons, such as lack of effort, loss of passion or excitement, becoming too comfortable or routine, lack of communication and understanding, taking each other for granted, and not prioritizing the relationship. Adequate. To help you improve your relationship and grow together, here are some relationship mistakes to avoid: ignoring your partner's needs and feelings. Instead of ignoring your partner and his feelings, try to listen and communicate with him actively. Show empathy, validate their feelings, and be willing to compromise. Saying there's nothing wrong. Some issues or slights may seem so obvious that you can't imagine your partner not realizing they've done something wrong. So instead of discussing the problem, stay silent and sulk about how it doesn't seem that way. You care that you're upset. When asked, "What's the problem?" it's easier and less painful to say nothing. It's just a temporary band-aid, but the problem remains. You either remain angry and upset, or you move forward and sweep the unresolved issue under the rug, which only gives it the opportunity to resurface days, weeks, or months later with greater damage. Ugliness. Take your partner for granted. Never take your partner for granted. Instead, show appreciation and gratitude regularly. Acknowledge his efforts, and do small things to show you care about him. Comparing your partner to your ex. The human mind naturally searches for patterns. When we encounter a similar situation, even if it is something from our past, we draw conclusions based on that past experience. This is how we improve our lives and learn, after all. But when it comes to relationships, this logic can be harmful. Fight your mind's addiction to patterns and remember that every person and every situation is unique. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't learn from your past or set standards for yourself. Instead, keep an open mind and take everything as a person with a clean slate. Neglecting self-care or individual interests. Make time for yourself, your hobbies and passions. This can help you feel more satisfied and energized, which may improve your relationship as well. Avoid neglecting your needs, because until you are not happy, you cannot make someone else happy. Abstinence. Give generously to your partner without expecting the favor to be returned. Don't be afraid to love too much. Women, in particular, often fear that showing too much attention will make them appear needy or clingy. If you want to be cautious at the beginning of a relationship, that's completely understandable. But once you've put in the time, give them as much as you can. If your partner shows affection less overtly and more often, resist the urge to go along with his ways. Instead, communicate with your partner about how to receive love. Expressing love and showing kindness will never serve you wrong. Threat of separation. This is a serious mistake that casts a dark shadow on relationships long after a heated argument has ended. The most important part of a mature relationship is staying committed at all times. By threatening to break up, even if you are saying it out of frustration and don't really mean it, you are abandoning your partner in a cruel and cowardly way. You're basically saying, "I love you even," or "I'll only love you if." Threatening a breakup is a selfish power play that benefits no one. Avoid playing that card at all costs. When the feelings cool down, you'll be so glad you did it. Assuming that your partner will change. Let's get to the next point. Your partner is not going to change. Many people confuse the two, the concept of compromise with the concept of change. Compromise involves two people meeting in the middle when it comes to their differences, which is essential. Change involves one person asking another to be someone other than themselves, which is impossible. You can't change the essence of who someone is. This doesn't mean you have to love every annoying little thing about your partner, but you have to accept the fact that the person you're with now is the one you'll be with forever, flaws and all. Please subscribe, like and share if you enjoyed.